Yo, what's going on guys, it's Abs here and welcome back to another Gears 5 news update video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the latest Gears 5 news, which involves new achievements, the Operation 3 bundle, Operation 3 patch notes and much more. So as always, if you are new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to not miss any Gears 5 news. And let's dive straight into the latest article that the Gears 5 website has posted. So the article firstly states this: we're shifting the arrival time of Operation 3 to an earlier than usual deployment time as we avoid deploying during peak times in Europe to help keep bandwidth impact to a minimum during self-isolation. Operation 3's title update 5 will arrive at 2 AM PT on March 31st. The majority of Operation 3's content will not appear until our live deployment, scheduled for 7 AM PT. Right, okay. So let's have a look at the Operation 3 character challenges and bundle. So firstly just going to talk about the totems for the 4 characters: the Coltrane, Clayton Carmine, Green Mirror and the Theron Guard. So it states this: we often hear your references to the leveling up based system of Gears 3 and we've taken stock in your feedback about why that felt good. Well, we've listened. In Operation 3, each character only has the XP based totem challenge for character unlocks. No other challenge requirements like do X in Y mode. What? Really? So one challenge? Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. Additionally, all character XP totem challenges are now set to 30,000 XP, a 50% reduction from the previous requirement of 60,000 XP. We hope that you will now enjoy the experience of unlocking characters much more with the launch of a new operation, as well as earning them at a faster rate. As a note, previous operation characters will not be updated to this new totem approach out of fairness to those who previously earned or purchased them, though they'll obviously still benefit from our global XP rate increases in the latter half of Operation 2. That's crazy. That is a really good change. I'm really happy about that. The XP challenge was kind of the longest challenge out of the 5 that you usually get, and reducing that by 50% is great. That's awesome, and just making that the only challenge as well is really good, because there's some challenges that were a bit annoying. On some characters I'd get complete 18 chapters of escape, and I'm not an escape player, so you know, it's just forcing people to play different modes that they don't want to play. So I think this change is really good and it allows people to unlock the characters that they want without frustrating players. So I do think that's a really good change. So Operation 3 bundle, for those who prefer to pick up their characters in one go, we're kicking off Operation 3 with another new operation bundle. The Operation 3 Gridiron bundle includes all 4 new characters, Hot Rod weapon skin set, 1000 iron and 30 days of boost for just under $20. Of course, all heroes and villains can either be individually earned by playing or purchased via the in-game store for 500 iron each. Right, okay. Oh, so this is good. Operation 3 new achievements. So let's have a look at what achievements they've got in store for us. So they got new achievements as well, which is great, because you know, we all do love grinding out achievements, don't we? So let's have a look. Operation 3 includes 32 new achievements to earn, offering up a grand total of 290 gamer score. So the versus achievements then. I'm going to leave a screenshot on the screen now just so you can see the achievements at your own pace. And if you want to pause it here, then feel free. And now I'm just going to show the achievements for PvE as well. So if you're a big PvE player, you can have a look now. You can pause the video and have a look. And we've got some other achievements as well. So once again, if you do want to have a look at that, then feel free to pause. No point me obviously just going through every single one. But there is a note on our Operation 3 achievements. So let's have a look at what they have to say in terms of this. We know that some of these achievements and the final gamer score value of 290 are not necessarily in the right place due to some transitioning within the team and adapting to our new work processes. The updated achievement plan did not make the cut in time for launch. If you are an achievement hunter, we apologise for some of the missteps here and we plan to do something about it. We will be applying for an achievement change exception with the Xbox team for the come from behind achievement in order to dramatically reduce the comeback number. We'll keep you apprised of that change and if it is approved. For re-ups, along with improving their rewards, our plan is to improve the re-up leveling curve to reduce the hockey stick effect from re-up 20 onwards. In time, we expect the re-up 30 achievement to be much more achievable and enjoyable to chase. Finally, we will be addressing the odd total gamer score in our next achievement drop and making sure we get our achievements right. Right, okay, so they're still working on achievements, but I am happy to see more achievements in the game as well. So yeah, they're not done with achievements, nowhere near done with achievements, so that is good to see. So for you Escape fans out there, there's 6 brand new hives launching throughout Operation 3, and there's a brand new tile set called Barracks as well, so be sure to check that out if you're an Escape fan. So there's some ranked playlist changes as well, so let's just have a look at this then, because I do think this is really important. So with the release of Operation 3, we're making some updates to our ranked playlists in order to deliver experiences that offer a good time to match and an ability to provide balanced skill matches within the mode. So as part of our continued work to improve the ranked experience, we're focusing our playlist offerings to make sure everything is a good experience in terms of time to match and our ability to provide balanced skill matches within the mode. Beginning tomorrow, Execution and Guardian will no longer be available in ranked. Oh crap, okay. We are also postponing the arrival of free-for-all in ranked this time. Damn, again? While Execution's numbers boomed at release, it has since become one of our least played modes by population along with Guardian. As for free-for-all, we do not believe the current ranking system can offer a compelling, enjoyable experience in a non-team based game mode with the current design without significant work. We believe Gridiron will be a compelling single life based mode when it arrives in ranked a few weeks after the release of Operation 3. For Guardian fans, it will be available in quick play and through special event appearances, for example like Dodgeball, and we'll be evaluating the impact of these decisions as we think about the future. Gone today doesn't necessarily mean forever. We are continuing to work on delivering an update to address 0 points being awarded on a ranked win as soon as possible. Or if you don't already know, 0 on a win is a protective result where rounds lost against an inferior opponent would have caused you to lose rank prior to this game, prior to the protection being implemented. Our goal is to deliver a change that means winning matches should result in a points gain almost all the time. Though remember, the amount of gains you make will depend on both your current rank, the number of rounds won, lost, and your overall performance. Right, okay, so basically Execution and Guardians being removed from ranked. To be honest, Execution, it had to go from ranked, and the reason as to why is because Execution, it isn't a big mode in Gears of War anymore. It was back in the day. We do have to admit that, but now it's just not the same, and Gridiron will probably replace Execution in a few weeks time because Execution badly needed an objective in that single life mode. So I think Gridiron will replace Execution, but Guardian, I don't know, I love Guardian so much, and I know a lot of people do love playing it. I'm not a big fan of the change of Guardian being removed from rank, to be honest. And when it comes to free-for-all, right, let's be real here, the ranking system isn't the best, and why would you want a ranking system for free-for-all when the current ranking system already doesn't work? And secondly, the free-for-all numbers, or the player base for free-for-all quick play is really low at times. For example, in the evening when I search for a free-for-all match, I'm from the UK and I can't find the game sometimes. Most of the time I can't find the game actually. So imagine how much more difficult it would be in a ranked situation, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in terms of that. Right, and now we move into the juicy bits of information that we really want to see, and I'm going to be running through this in detail and just give my thoughts and opinions as we go. And just let me know as well what you guys think. And yeah, let's have a look then. So Title Update 5 update notes. Let's look at the gameplay first. So ranked, users now need to be level 30 or above to play in ranked unless joining as part of a level 30 plus player squad. So you might have known about that already. Ranked split screen users can no longer play in ranked except for 2v2 matches. You might have known of that already as well. Covered that a few weeks ago. Right, let's look at the other bullet points. Bot behavior improvements across every difficulty. Bots will less frequently follow the same path and clump together in packs. Bots will less frequently use long-range weapons in situations where short-range weapons are appropriate, and vice versa. Bots will now make use of cover more frequently. Beginner bots will now roadie run when appropriate. Oh, beginner bots are coming in full force. Right, so some bot changes there, and bots will no longer backfill for players in TDM quick play. Oh, okay. Right, moving on from bots. Round timeouts will no longer cause King of the Hill matches to end on the first round. That's good, even though we don't really experience that very often. Meat shields should now more consistently protect the user from explosive damage. Yes, thank you very much. I am a big meat shield user. I like using people as a bullet sponge, as Marcus would say. So that is a good change. Improved consistency of finishing off down but not out opponents with melee when holding a meat shield. Right, that's good. Addressed an issue where pulling back on the analog stick at certain angles could sometimes cause cover slides to not be cancelled. Addressed an issue that could cause cover slip animations to sometimes not replicate smoothly between clients, making them appear like they are moving at much higher speeds. Right, okay. Players can no longer be chainsawed mid-roll. Players will no longer receive a prolonged stagger if hit with melee by a player slightly above them. Players can no longer end up in an unarmed state by trading and dropping weapons at the same time. Right, okay, that sounds good. Fixed an issue that allowed a player to ignore being into a down but not out state by being grenade tagged by a smoke or flashbang by entering the slide animation. Fixed an issue where a player grenade tagged in the back could no longer take cover. Fixed an issue that could cause severe server corrections if a player initiates a SWAT turn or roll immediately after having a cover move blocked by a player. Fixed an issue that could cause a retro lancer charge to cancel instantly if performed shortly after cancelling or finishing the initial one. Yeah, I've noticed that, yeah. That's good. Resolved an issue where sometimes players could teleport if staggered while wall bouncing. Oh crap. Okay. Fixed an issue that allowed sidearms to be traded after dropping both primary weapons, which could also cause the player to end up in an unarmed state. Fixed an issue that caused the Lancer GL to be stuck in grenade firing mode with no laser if the user pauses while holding the grenade firing button. So that is some good gameplay changes there, mainly kind of like bug fixes and stuff like that, which is nice to see as always. So characters Lizzie entering or exiting a silverback should now be correctly visually replicated for other players. Jack no longer jitters when carrying the fabricator. Cat's decoy ability will now run through barriers. Right, Horde and Escape, let's have a look. Horde Frenzy added all maps to matchmaking. That's really good, that's a good addition, you have to say. Escape specific weapon tuning updates on top of the additional changes listed in the Horde weapon tuning. Longshot increased headshot damage, M-Bar increased headshot damage, Boltok increased starting magazine size from 1 to 2, Snub increased starting magazine size from 1 to 3, Talon increased starting magazine size from 1 to 3. Jackbot now has HUD indications for when he's flashbang. Jackbot can now be more reliably revived when near a boss. Reduced Imago Enforcer damage per bullet to 15, that was 20 previously, to reduce instances of players being instantly downed with 5 modifiers enabled and up. Fixed an issue where the drop shot may break or be unable to fire when hijacking a drop shot scion. Fixed an exploit that allowed players to drop grenades and have Keegan pick them up to gain 7 with the grenade pouch card. Horde Frenzy fixed an issue that could cause the last boss wave to sometimes only have 2 mini bosses on exhibit. The Detour, leeches will no longer sometimes die immediately after spawning in the last wave of reinforcements. The Trap, players can no longer get stuck in the top of the door if they are in the doorway when it closes. Players will now see the outline of a flock update in real time when marked but not visible to the player, i.e. seen through a wall. Players that die while their ultimate is active will no longer have their ultimate fully recharged after being revived. Crawlers will no longer initiate self-destruction after spawning in as reinforcement in Escape. Sires will no longer initiate a Sire grab when a player is on a different elevation. So there you go, that's a lot of changes in Horde and Escape. They do need to look at some of the grammar and some spelling errors in there as well, because I was kind of getting confused at some moments. But yeah, it's a lot of Horde bug fixes and some adjustments to weapons and some general fixes as well, which is good to see. So we've got some changes to maps and tiles as well, so let's just have a look at this then. Icebound, the mantle cover on top of the slides have returned for Horde only. This will provide a more comfortable defensive position in the towers for players, that's fair enough. Icebound, the side windows in the trading post are now always blocked off, except for Horde. These changes are to reduce rifle suppression towards the spawn areas and allow more traversal across the map. Side windows, where is that exactly? Is that near the Enforcer? Yeah, it must be, isn't it? I'm not sure about that change, let's just see how that plays out firstly. Icebound, the blizzard is now denser and lasts for 30 seconds rather than 15. Oh, okay. That's interesting. This change is to allow more opportunities to traverse across the map. In Horde, the timing remains the same, but the blizzard will also be denser. Icebound, the blizzard still triggers every 2 minutes for all PvP modes except for Gridiron. In Gridiron, the blizzard triggers at the 1 minute mark and will only trigger that one time per round. Allfather's Arena, fix an issue where users could end up on top of cover. Vascar, spectator camera will no longer shake when players are moving against certain high cover pieces. The Pit, fix an issue where rolling onto a slide could cause sporadic movement. Tiles, fix an issue that could cause a pouncer's tail to get caught and stretch. Tiles again, general improvements to some tiles to improve cover, reduce clipping or address camera issues. Tiles again, fix an issue that could cause a player to fall through the map when tagged with a flash grenade while in a struggle with a sire. Okay, so we got some maps and tile changes there, a lot on Icebound especially, so look to see how that plays out and give our feedback from there. Moving on to PC, for you PC players, we've got keyboard and mouse returning to the previous menu via back or thumb button on the mutator selection screen for matchmaking, now responds consistently to input. Split screen, setting dynamic shadows to ultra will no longer add a layer of fog or atmosphere over player 2's screen. Fix an issue causing escape map the Hive's ambient lights to be too dark, causing players to be unable to see properly. We've got some PC changes there. So moving on to the last section of the patch notes, and it's titled Other, so let's just have a look and let me know what you think. Accessibility, numerous improvements and bug fixes for the narrator feature. Accessibility, toggle aim will now reset to off when putting accessibility options to default. Audio, reduced volume of Escape Snatcher intro. That's good because it's way too loud sometimes. Audio, team announcer will now announce when pistols are placed in loadout. Audio, fix an audio starvation issue when multiple tri-shots are being fired. UI, fixed an issue causing players to see a black screen instead of an omen on death if they are killed before transitioning to the end of the match. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes, yeah. UI, free-for-all weapon icons are now more accurately aligned to their in-game location on the overhead. That's good. UI again, player column on the right no longer cuts into the overhead map. UI, fortification health and ammo bars will no longer extend beyond the limit. UI, completing a match with TACCOM open will no longer cause the MVP screen to appear in TACCOM. Yeah, that's good as well. So campaign, fix an issue that could cause Del to fall out of world in an Act 2 cinematic under very specific conditions, blocking progression. Campaign again, fixed an issue where suiciding as the player kills the Act 2 boss will cause cinematic audio to play when the checkpoint is restarted. Co-op campaign, fixed an issue that could cause the game to enter a broken state if a user loaded in while reloading the checkpoint during the first combat encounter. Co-op campaign, fixed an issue that could cause Jack's abilities and components to be missing or unusable when players stop playing as Jack. Campaign lobby, host can now select customization when opening the menu from the campaign lobby while a second controller is signed in locally. So we've got some good campaign bug fixes there as well, which is good. Some user interface changes, audio changes as well, and some accessibility changes. And we've got a few more here. Split screen players can now see each other's gears allies cards. Players can no longer force a swarm model on COG team and vice versa. Fixed severe clipping when grenade tag a meat shield. Fixed an issue that allowed other weapons to chainsaw if a player dropped a lancer while chainsawing. And explosions in water will now produce splash VFX on multiplayer maps. That's good, that's nice. So a lot of bug fixes there as well, and just some user interface changes, things like that. There's just one last note from TC which states this: that's it for our This Week in Gears Operation launch special. Lots of info to cover today. Tomorrow it's time for a new operation, a new tour full of content to earn and a brand new mode to play. We cannot wait to be in matches of Gridiron with all of you. We hope you love it as much as we do. See you then, TC. Right guys, so a lot of information to take in there. Sorry it is a bit of a longer video, but there was a lot to cover and I just want to make sure you guys know all the latest bits of information and just to make sure you're all up to date with the latest Gears 5 news. But let me know in the comments below what you think of all these changes. What do you think of ranked? What do you think of the totem changes? What do you think of the Operations Day bundle? What do you think of the patch notes? Just let me me know, and I'm always open to discussing with people and just let you know what I think as well. But anyway, if you did find this video informative, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Hope you guys have a nice day, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.